Hello and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. My name is Maybe Dennis, and I'm gonna sound a little bit different today. I'm a little bit sick and kind of lost my voice a little bit, but we gotta do what we gotta do. But last time we continued our fight with the Ryder. Yeah, she was like, okay, I'll take it easy on you, but if you summon your servant, I'm gonna kill you. So he can't actually summon Saber. In fact, what gets us out of the situation is Tosaka coming for basically as a reinforcement and making it so that Ryder had to flee. The next day, we're like, okay, we're gonna work together, obviously, because, you know, truce and whatnot. We're gonna try to find that Ryder's master. We don't actually know it's a Ryder at this point, or the game actually told us, but we don't, Shirou doesn't know. But later on, when we get to school, we're like, oh wait, I can see these seals over here and whatnot. And then Shinji was like, oh wow, you're doing a good job erasing those seals. And we're like, yeah, we are. Wait, you just say seals? So yeah, we found out that Shinji is Ryder's master. And then the rest was just, you know, going home and trying to figure out what to do. It wasn't like very plot relevant. We were making like dinner with Fujimura and whatnot, but at the end it seems like all roads lead to Shirou getting captured. It seems like right now our body is controlled by Caster, most likely, because we arrived at Rito Temple and we heard her voice, and now we have to find out what to do. So yeah, let's hit into it. Once again, my voice is a little bit not great, but I'll try my best. The temple is covered in darkness. In the center stands something with an inhuman magical energy. The figure wavers like a heat haze. So like, did Caster always look like this? Like, why is she like shadowy and like has that like red aura in the middle specifically? Is like blood? Is that mana? I'm not sure. A dark shadow that reminds me of a Grim Reaper strips off the layers of darkness. And oh no, there we go. No, we just get regular Caster. The figure turns into a magician that one would see in those old fairy tales. Actually, let's see. So I know it's a Caster, but how does Shirou know it's a Caster? Obviously, Caster's magic is A+ because she's a Caster, but yeah. But you're making me come closer. You see, you don't have a choice. He sneers. It seems that my body is under her control. The feet that won't listen to me freezes at her command. My consciousness wavers. I can't move my own limbs at all despite an enemy appearing right before me. Yes, that is an enemy. I guess it also begs the question, like, how did Caster manage to do this? Because if she's always just able to control people from this far away, why didn't she do it earlier in the other route? Why did she go to Shirou instead of making Shirou come to her? I don't know. There's no doubt or hesitation. This is a servant, a heroic spirit who excels most in magecraft out of all the 7 servants. I move my frozen throat with all my might and somehow manage to glare at my enemy. Yes, boy. I didn't get to say this, but I forgot her voice actress's name. I believe one part of her name was Atsuko, but Caster's voice actress unfortunately did pass away. I want to say either this year or last year. But yeah, she has a really good older woman voice, for lack of better words, and it is unfortunate, but she has done many great roles in this game, so rest in peace and thank you for your hard work. The cool voice is mocking me at the same time. I try to pour my strength into my legs, but my body doesn't move at all. Damn it, what the hell am I doing? I've been lured here, and on top of that, I can't move a muscle. I concentrate on my limbs with all my magical energy. Whatever trick this is, Caster's magecraft is robbing the freedom to control my body. Then, if I can extract your magical energy, you can do that, Shirou? Just yoink their magical energy? That sounds like no. Will you let me go because I'm cute? I concentrate everything I have to search throughout my body. Caster's magical energy. It seeps into my body to take away the freedom from my limbs. I peer into my body, but keep my eyes focused straight ahead. It's not that difficult if I stay calm. Every night I focus on finding the magical energy and circuit within me. I just have to repeat that and identify where Caster's poisoning me from. Even if I can't get it out of my body, I can focus it into one of my limbs so that I can move the other 3. What even is this? Caster's magical energy isn't mixed within me. The only tainting element is this one small point in my chest. Yet my whole body is acting abnormally. There's nothing wrong in my flowing blood, but the blood vessels themselves are all screwed up. It's like my heart is locked up. Is the red spot on my chest Caster's magical energy? My body is completely stripped of its authority with just one word of a curse. So I was cursed by Caster in my sleep. Oh, damn, like, how did that even happen? Even if I was asleep, it should be impossible for me to be captured by a magecraft that was activated so far away. Mages have a resistance. If the power to repel magecraft affects that hypnosis, bind, or coerce. Oh, it's the power to repel that, yeah. As long as one is a mage, one cannot easily be manipulated by other mages. It's a fundamental law. Mages have magical circuits. The circuits running through the body not only make magical energy, but they also have the ability to repel external magical energy. It is difficult to interfere with the bodily functions of someone who has working magical circuits. I keep saying magical circuits for some reason, and it's hard to control even a mage several ranks below oneself. As the magic circuits expel external magical energy, the spell is destroyed before it can be completed. For that reason, indirect magecraft that has those coercive or binding effects has a low success rate. Damn it, F-Shirou was right! Even if the target is not a mage, the magecraft can be repelled unconsciously if they have a magical circuit. In that regard, an intervention of just attacking with magical energy like Tosaka does, where you make a weapon in this world and attack after completing a spell, is the most effective magecraft. Efficient. Something that strikes physically works on other physical things. Regardless of whether or not someone has a circuit, you bleed if you're cut. Yes, you do bleed if you're cut. People do die when they are killed. That makes this something else entirely. I'm guessing if I were in close proximity, such a spell would work on me. If I had met Caster somewhere before, or had a spell cast on me then, it follows that she could affect me from some distance. But I've never met Caster, nor do I recall having a curse cast on me. This is our first meeting. Without moving from here, Caster cast a spell all the way to my house and captured my body. The word witch pops into my mind. She can control my body from more than a few kilometers away, which shouldn't be possible for both mages. But Caster can manipulate anybody in town without moving from here. Yeah, how does she do that? I actually don't know. I actually completely forgot the scene in the anime too. My spirit weakens. As the magecraft is complete, there's no way for me to dispel it. I can't do anything unless Caster releases me or I get some outside help.
理解できて。あなたを縛っているのは私の魔力ではなく、魔術そのもの。
Please be gentle.
一度成立した魔術は魔力という水では洗い流せない。液体と固体のようなものよ。形を得たものに水をかけても、その形は崩れないでしょ。
I guess that's true, yeah. The shadow gets closer. The bluish purple robe melting into the night is sneering.
けれど例外もあるわ。例えばそうね。あなたたちが編み上げた魔術など、私にしてみれば泥の建造物に過ぎない。
Let's not talk about mud. I've had to deal with a lot of mud at the ending of the Fate route.
そんなもの、かける水流が多く激しければ、形になっていようと簡単に洗い流せる。
Oh man, if like the pinnacle of magecraft is like akin to a solid, then and our magecraft is like mud, it really says something about how advanced this caster
理
is.
解できて。私とあなたたちの違いは、そういう次元の話なのよ。
いや、それでわざわざこんなところまで呼びつけたわけ。
ええ、マスターたちは皆小物だけど、その中でもあなたは飛び抜けた力不足でした。
Okay, I know I'm weak. You don't have to keep saying it. Everyone keeps saying it.
何しろ町の人間たちと変わらない高魔力ですもの。
Shirou went on a long, like, internal monologue about how mages have resistances, and she's like, yeah, yours isn't actually that great.
そんなマスターを見つけたら、こうして話をしたくなるのは当然でしょ。
I mean, you could have just reached out to me instead of capturing me. This is not exactly the most convincing way to get a conversation. She snickers. Demonstratively, she's the superior here, and I'm just the prey. A chill runs through me. She wants to speak to me. Yeah, right. Nah, she's just gonna kill me.
ほら、また誤解。安心なさい。殺してしまっては魔力を吸い上げられないわ。
Oh no, she's not gonna be
こ
gentle.
の町の人間は皆私のものですからね。殺さない程度に生かし続けて最後の一滴まで差し出してもらわないと。
Slurp, slurp. Her laughter echoes in my ears. I feel as though a missing piece fits inside my head. Did she just say she's gonna drain the magical energy from everyone in this town?
キャスター、お前無関係な人間に手を出しただ。
あら、知らなかったの？あの小娘と手を組んだのだから当然知っているものと思っていたけど。
Oh.
そう。
Castor knows that Rin's been snooping around, killing her dragon bone golem things, whatever you call them.
まだ知らなかったのね、あなた。
Castor's lips curl into a delightful smile, as if she's thinking about how she will cook the prey that she caught.
なら教えてあげる。私、キャスターのサーバントには陣地を作る権利があるのよ。
How dare you take this holy site, the site of a temple, in order to make it your territory?
魔術師
You're
は
from a
工
different
房を持つ
religion,
も
come
のでしょ？
on! Respect!
それと同じよ。私はこの場所に神殿を作ってあなたたちから身を守る。幸いこの土地はサーバントにとって鬼門ですからね。陣地としては優れているし、何より魔力を集めやすい。
Why is it unfavorable for
は
servants?
じめはあまりにもあなたたちの魔力が少なくて加減がつかなかったけれど、今は程よく集められるわ。ほら見えるでしょ。この土地に溜まった数百人分の魔力の貯蔵、有象無象の人のかけらが。
じゃあ町で起きてる事件は。
ええ、ここは私の神殿だと言ったでしょ。
What about Issei?
なら供物を捧げるのは下界でうごめく人間たちの使命ではなくて。
Damn, she's like, I am the god of here now. Pray to me. The unknown coma incidents happening in this town. I didn't think it was that many, but she said hundreds of people. If I look closely, the swirl of magical energy in this temple, it looks as if it's made up of 1,000 souls. 1,000, damn. I put strength into my limbs, but there's no change, and Castor just stands there mocking me.
さあ、それでは話を済ませてしまいましょうか。あなたもずっとそうしているのは退屈でしょ。
Alright, just occurred to me, never saw Castor's face in the other route. Now I know what she looks like, but like, she just got shot down by Gilgamesh and then bam, she's gone. A voice whispers in my ear. At the same time, the enemy I couldn't see until now fills my vision.
セイバーのマスター、あなたからはそのレイジをもらってあげるわ。
Hate this cheating.
セイバーは消すには惜しいサーバントですもの。
Man, she tried to kidnap Saber in the other route too, and sometimes it worked.
彼女にはあの目障りなバーサーカーを倒してもらうとしましょう。
Castor raises her arm. A finger inches towards my arm.
霊視を奪ったと。
Is that possible? Does she know who Saber is? I think Tosaka said that you need to pull out the nerves in order to take command spells.
そうよ。まずはその皮を剥いで、それからレイジを私のマスターに移植する。
I didn't know you can do that. Like, trade command spells. So like, if your master has more than like 2, could he technically have 4 command spells, but only be 2 for each? Like Castor and Saber?
けれどレイジは所有者の魔術回路と一体化しているでしょ。レイジを剥奪するということは、あなたから神経を引き抜くということでもあるわ。
Oh shit. Casually, Castor speaks of something horrifying as if it were small talk. Pull up my nerves? Is she gonna rip out the nerves in my body? If she does, I'll...
ええ、正常ではいられなくなるでしょうね。けれど安心なさい。命まで取りはしないから。
I'll just leave you a cripple. I desperately put strength into my limbs to the point where they might get dismembered, but nothing changes. My limbs don't move, and I am like a prisoner about to be executed. A bewitching sneer. Oh, it's the CG again. The finger that glows ominously slowly reaches out from my left hand like a crawling spider. Uh-oh. How will Shirou get out of this? Oh, we got an interlude. 6-1. Unlimited Blade Works. Okay, are we in I imagine we're in Saber's POV. How long has it taken for her to notice something is wrong? She wakes from a strange premonition of a spider's web and makes her way to the hallway.
Shirou.
At first, she thinks it might be coming from her master. The abnormality came from Shirou Emiya's room before sneaking outside. Oh, I was kind of surprised that Saber didn't notice, but she did. She just didn't realize that he got kidnapped because he always sneaks outside. It's kind of like the boy who cries wolf. Because he always does it, she was just like, he's probably doing that thing. Saber sighs, her golden hair swaying. It's good that he's enthusiastic, but his body won't last unless he rests. And when she decides to go warn him, she realizes her own mistake. Whoopsie, she's not there. She confirms her suspicion and gasps. The abnormality isn't coming from Shirou's room. Under the moonlight, a string, thin as her hair, runs through the darkness. A single string goes into Shirou's room from outside the house. It's so thin that even the bounded fields here didn't catch wind of it. I was actually wondering that, like, how did Caster do this? Because, like, if she actually physically came here, A, it would have alerted a whole bunch of people, and B, it should have sounded the alarms. But no, it was because she made a very, very small thread of mana that made it so that it didn't trigger it. Okay, you know what, that makes sense. And I guess if it's only one thread, you could actually use it to like poke Shirou's chest and make that insert her mana and whatnot. There's no time. She transforms into an armored knight and swiftly heads out. If she can see the thread, then maybe she can follow it. So she'll, I don't want to say easily, but she'll know where Shirou is. Her feet run through the quiet streets. Nothing will stop her. She knows where she must go. She has to follow the string, the pulse of her master. All she can do is run as fast as she can. It makes no difference whether her destination is the enemy territory, nor how many death traps await her. She has sworn to protect her master. Anything that might come is negligible. At the temple, a mountain contaminated with an abundance of magical energy. Ghosts fly around the sky like crows. The leaves in the trees are covered in unseen blood. Where the collective magical energy resides these stripped-down souls, and the stark mountainside will consume those that approach. If there is a place in this world where death is assured, this is unmistakably the perfect example. Oh yeah. She enters without hesitation. Such things will not stop her. If this place is hell, then she has to save her master all the more. She runs up the stone stairs. The expected traps and obstacles do not manifest. The mountain gate is already in her sight, and she should reach it within one more step of her magical energy-infused legs. But Assassin was there last time. But her advance ends, and he's here this time, probably. No, it's halted by an enemy. Hey, how you doing? It's me again, Sasaki Kojiro at your service. Atop the staircase landing, beneath the eaves of the mountain gate, there stands one servant. His name is Sasaki Kojiro. The assassin-class servant, the protector of Ryudo Temple, wields a long sword, Monoho's Shizao. Her mind is unrest. Saber readies invisible air. Her master is on the other side of the mountain gate. But the identity of the servant that stands before her is too much of an unknown. Wait a sec. Yeah, okay, for some... I don't know what the Monoho Shizao is, but like, for most servants, their sword, if it has a name, it's indicative of who they are. One exception is, well, Archer and Archer, so like the two archers, because, Gilgamesh has like a bajillion weapons, so it doesn't actually correlate to just him. And Archer also is relatively unique. But if, I don't know what Mono Hoshizao is, but if she knows that name of the sword, then she might be able to predict what his name is, right? I wonder if it got recorded in the weapon thing. Nope, only, oh, Collab Bulk 2. Did I ever take a look at this? So this is the thing that Archer used. Here it says user Archer. I believe this is the quote-unquote arrow that he fired, believed to be the magical sword owned by the Irish hero Fergus, but just as the 2 in the name suggests, Archer has enhanced it in a way that make it different from its namesake. Is a noble phantasm said to be the nemesis of Cuchulainn, another great Celtic hero. Oh, wow! Due to the oath Gias that Cuchulainn casts on himself, he's fated to lose at least once of this sword if the wielder has ties to Ulster. Wow! So Archer has a natural advantage against Lancer if he uses this weapon. And yeah, it's really weird. He basically got this weapon and turned it into a freaking arrow. And then blew it up, like what? That broken phantasm. The way he reveals his identity with no hesitation, he does not take a stance, and his hostility seems transparent, pure. She cannot grasp his strength from such a transparent offering. She can see his power as a servant. Assassin's not powerful, so it ought to be easy to maneuver and defeat him, but her instincts tell her otherwise. Come on, instinct, get those 30 crit stars. They tell her that in a duel, she will not best him. Damn. Saber clamps down on her anxiety and glares at Assassin. There's only one step until she can strike the opponent. They move up or down. The moment one of them makes a move, the other will strike with a killing blow. Her final warning. The longsword-wielding swordsman accepts with grace and poise. Fine, if you want, I'll go into the trees around the staircase and up the other side. Will you interfere then? Her green eyes would pierce his body for such a foolish question. He must like her reaction. The longsword weaves through the night in an arc. So like here it kind of shows that like how Saber and Archer are working with each other. Caster and Assassin seem to be working for each other because he already knows about Saber's master. He laughs with the same cool collected tone. Saber steps up in the ready. The longsword swiftly strikes, and Saber's invisible blade intercedes. The sound of the clashing swords echo through the breezy mountaintop. Their skill seems equal, but she has no advantage. Unless she fires her tactical nuke, which is Excalibur. Frustration builds. The enemy that she must defeat quickly is actually skilled and a great hindrance. She grits her teeth and prays with all her might. In that moment, excessive thought beyond the duel seeps into her skull. The battle does not end. The mountain gate is too far away. Okay. So we go back to Shirou. Interlude out. Alright, Shirou, don't die. Don't get your command spell taken from you. Caster extends her fingers. I try to fight back, but my body won't move. My limbs aren't responding. My senses are being taken away. I'm sure she's gonna off me. I don't know, man. I can't really regret it because regret implies that I had a choice. My body doesn't move at all and accepts the fingertip of death. I resist the urge to close my eyes and keep glaring at Caster with all my might. Damn, what's she into? Caster snickers at my utmost resistance and puts her fingers on my command spells. Oh, even my free will is going numb. My fading thoughts. I hear the sound of clashing swords from the temple gate behind me. Whoa, time to get sniped. Ooh, what kind of miracle is this? I hear the sound of dozens of objects splitting the air, followed by numerous arrows piercing the ground in front of me. Whoa, so many arrows! Caster did lose to Archer last time. Caster instantly retreats, her black robe swirling like a spinning top. There are arrows piercing the ground by her feet. 13 of them fired from the distance of the temple gate. They're probably fired in rapid succession, and Caster would have been struck center mass had there been one more in the volley. Come on, Archer, you could have fired one more. The one who fired stands there atop the gate. The knight in red jumps down to ground level, his hands empty. Oh, I imagine him just standing on top of the temple. It's like, yep, I'm here. Not the gate, but the temple. That would be cool. Yeah, luckily she didn't know that talking was a free action. It helped in my favor this time. Archer moves to stand before me, as if to protect me. Yeah. Don't expect anything more, you little bitch. Oh man, he's like, why are you helping me? I thought you hate me. It's like, yeah, I do. But I can't go against my master. I guess I'll save you this one time.
で、体はどうだ？キャスターの糸なら今ので立ったはずだが。
I wonder if Shirou, like, I don't think Shirou noticed the string. He was like, I have this thing in my chest. It doesn't look like a string, but well. I checked my hand. It moves. My frozen limbs must have regained mobility from that earlier action.
動く。キャスターの呪縛は解けた。けど、それは結構。あとは好きにしろ。と言いたいところだが、あれに殺されたくなければ、しばらくそこから動かぬことだ。
Aw, he cares.
あまり考えなしに動くと。
アーチャーですって？アサシンめ何をしていたの？
And usually when Archer faces this way, it's because he's looking back to try to tell Shirou something, but this time they're actually using it kind of right.
そら、見ての通り、八つ当たりを食らうことになる。
I feel like we rarely get something like this, where someone's back is facing us, but they're also looking forward towards a different character. Like, we already rarely have two characters on screen, but having them actually look at the other person, it feels weird, man. It makes sense, but it feels weird. Kind of like in Ace Attorney, for the longest time, you only see the person in front of you. They don't really have two characters on screen. But in Ace Attorney Chronicles, I believe, they started having multiple characters on screen and actually looking at each other. So it's like, oh, it's kind of different.
女の劇場というのは、なかなかに凝しがたい。まったく、少しばかり手荒いことになりそうだ。
Man, he really hit that yada yada, does it? Archer laughs. I can't tell how serious he is.
さて、そう怒るなキャスター。アサシンならば、セイバーと対峙している。あの侍、何者かは知らんが、セイバーを押しとどめるとは大した剣豪だ。
I imagine Assassin is probably, I mean, other than Miyamoto Musashi, he's probably the most famous swordsman in Japan history. I might be wrong because I don't know much about Japan history, but I do know that those two are basically the samurai.
むしろ褒めてやるべきではないか。
Even though he's facing an enemy, there's no tension in his voice or body language at all. Caster must have noticed that and regained her composure.
ふざけたことを。あなたを止められないようでは英雄などとは呼べない。あの男、剣豪を名乗らせるには実力不足です。
Damn.
ほう、その言いぶり。アサシンが自分の仲間だとでも言いたげだが、やはり協力し合っているのか、君たちのマスターは。そうでなくてはこの状況に説明がつかん。一つの場所に二人のサーバントが今日構えるなどとな。
Yeah, Archer's helping me, so we're good. Caster stares at Archer silently. I can't see her expression well beneath her hood, but she looks like she's agitated.
あーちゃん、今の本当か？アサシンとキャスターのマスターが協力し合ってるって。
What's the point of asking? There's like no other, reasonable reason.
ああ、門の外を守るアサシンと。
Oh wait, actually.
門の内に潜むキャスター。この両者が協力関係なのは明白だろう。
Actually, no, it's actually fair for Shirou to think that, because I was thinking it's obvious. Why even say it? But when you think about it, Shirou hasn't actually seen Assassin. He doesn't even know Assassin's at the gate unless they talk about it. So a lot of information's hitting him at once, and he's like, I gotta ask.
マスター同士が協力し合うのも珍しいことではない。現に、お前とリンとで手を結んでいる。
That's right. Then there are two masters at Rudo Temple.
何を言い出すかと思えば随分と的外れなことを言うのね、アーチャー。
違ったか。
Damn, I really thought that.
君たちが仲間だというのは確信だったのだが。
ええ、見当違いも甚だしいわ。仲間ですって。私があの犬と協力し合う。
Dog.
私の手駒に過ぎないあの男と。
Under her control. You know what? I mean, I already know what the reason is, but if you think about it, I think you can probably figure it out at this point too, because A, the fate route was mandatory in order to get here, and B, you know what her, as a result, you know what her, I don't want to say her noble phantasm, but what her abilities can do. She can take people's servants from other people and control them, like she did with Saber in that one ending, or in that other route. So even though it's logical at this point to think, yeah, their masters are probably teaming together, otherwise two servants wouldn't work together. But knowing stuff from the other route, if you were to play this blind, you'd be like, oh, wait, she can take control of other people's servants. Her laugh is so out of place that the tense atmosphere disperses. Contrarily, Archer grits his teeth. Something finally comes out. It's not Caster's enmity nor the swirl of magical energy surrounding the temple. For the first time since he came here, Archer is showing open hostility.
そう、あなたの予感は正しいですよ、アーチャー。私のマスターは誰とも手を組んでなどいないし、アサシンのマスターも同じ。いいえ、そもそもアサシンにマスターなど存在しないのですからね。
Whoa, Assassin doesn't have a master? Assassin doesn't have a master? What does that mean? Servants can't exist without a master. Weren't they supposed to disappear if they don't have a supply of magical energy?
キャスター貴様ルールを破ったな。
Well, if you know what the name of her noble phantasm is, then
まさかルールを破ってなどいませんわ。だってサーバントを呼び出すのは魔術師でしょ。
and guess which servant is a mage?
ならキャスターである私がサーバントを呼び出して何の不都合があるのです。
Bam, there we go. Caster summoned Assassin. She's actually Assassin's master, which is why in the other ending she actually knew, like, yeah, Assassin's gone. I do kind of wonder why she unsummoned Assassin. Maybe they ran out of magical energy and she couldn't afford it. I have no idea. The witch in black robes proclaims with a sneer. So that means the assassin class servant at the temple is a heroic spirit summoned by Caster.
サーバントを操るサーバントか。なるほど。ならばこその架空の英雄か。
That's a good point. I actually do not know whether or not Musashi and Kojiro were fictional or real people. I assume they were fictional, like legends, but I actually do not know. But yeah, if you in this universe, if they consider Kojiro to be fictitious, then you know you're able to summon fictitious heroes. We've seen that from different pieces of Fate, because we've honestly, the definition of what can be summoned gets really weird, but it wouldn't be too weird to say that someone that actually existed in this universe, I assume that Caster existed, and having them summon someone that didn't exist.
まっとうなマスターに呼び出されなかったアサシンは本来呼ばれるべき暗殺者以外のものをアサシンにしてしまった。それは構わん。元となる英霊が誰であろうと敵は倒すのみ。
Okay, so Saber is not the only servant that wasn't properly called.
だがそれは貴様の独断ではないのか、キャスター。
聞きましょう。なぜそのような結論が出せるのです？
何？ただの直感だよ。マスターとは魔術師だ。その魔術師が自分より優れた魔術師を使い魔にした場合、そこにあるのはただの主従関係ではあるまい。マスターが自身より優れたキャスターを警戒するのは当然だ。
I don't know. Some people who summon casters don't really care too much. They just think that they're really cool.
私が貴様のマスターであるのなら魔女に自由など与えない。マスター本人ではなく貴様だけの手足となるサーバントの召喚など強化するはずがない。
Ooh, that is a good point. Because the only reasons why... So, Caster in the other route actually said, yeah, I fucking killed my master. You know? So, like, we know that she at least bears a grudge against her master. That being said, if a master summons a servant that they can only control with the command spells, but that servant has another servant that they can control, like, tell them do whatever, even if you can control your own servant, you can't control your servant's servant.
それなりの知恵は働くようですね。いいわ。その賢さに免じて今の暴言は聞き流しましょう。
Caster snickers, though she watches Archer carefully. The only thing between them is enmity. They're about 7 meters apart. With the charge that Archer showed at school, he should be able to slash Caster before she even finishes chanting an incantation.
納得がいった。 セイバーやランサー、ライダーは強力な対魔力を持っている。ここの男の高魔力など比べ物にならない。次元違いの対魔力だ。
Yeah, okay, yeah, you don't have to be like that. I already know.
彼らにはあらゆる魔術が効きづらい。故に魔術師である君では彼らに太刀打ちできない。
Oh wait, no, I thought when he says the guy behind me, I thought he was talking about Shirou, like, haha, you weak piece of shit. But no, what she's actually saying is Saber Lancer and Rider have strong magical resistances, so she couldn't summon one of them. She had to summon one of the other ones, like Archer, Assassin. Can't summon another caster for sure, or a Berserker, you know. So it's probably Archer, Assassin, or Berserker.
となれば策略に走るのは当然だったが、ルールを破り自らの手でアサシンのサーバントを呼ぶ。この土地に今日構え、町の人間から魂を収集する。自らは戦わず町中に張った目で戦況を把握する。
It might be evil, but it is pretty smart.
これだけのことをするのだ。当然自分のマスターは拘束しているのだろうな。ここの間抜けなマスターのようにとっくに操り人形というわけだ。
It's like this dipshit master behind me. Hear that, Shirou? Hey, wait a minute. She smiles silently. That sends a chill up my spine. I love how Shirou didn't even respond to that. He's like, okay, fine, I know I'm a piece of shit, but come on, man. She's just not only collecting magical energy from the people in town. She's even using her own master as a tool, just like she did to me. Master is dangerous. He's not a pure threat like Berserker, but those who make the situation worse without showing themselves are always the most problematic in a war.
ええ、あなたは正しいわ、あーちゃん。けれど私があなたたちにかなわないというのは間違いね。聖杯戦争に勝つことなんて簡単ですもの。
That's what every servant said.
私が手を尽くしているのは単にその後を考えているだけ。あなたたちを恐れて策を浪しているわけではないわ。
ほう。サーバントを倒すのはたやすいと言ったが、キャスター。
Oh
逃げ
man.
回るだけが取り柄の魔女が。よく言った。
Archer's really good at shit talking.
言ったわ。ここなら私は誰よりも強いもの。バーサーカーやセイバーならいざ知らず、アーチャー程度ではかすり傷さえ負わせられないでしょう。
She's like, I'm stronger than anyone else except for Berserker and maybe Saber, but I'm stronger than everyone else. Well, unfortunately, we do know that she can beat Saber due to Saber losing to her several times in different routes, or the other
それ
route.
よりあなたの方こそ逃げる算段を立てなさい。一度目は許した。けれど二度目はなくてよ。私を魔女と呼んだ者には相応の罰を与えます。
Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Oh, Caster's robe distorts. The magical energy in the air becomes a dense fog covering Caster's body. With that in front of him.
面白い。かすり傷さえ負わぬと言ったな。
Did she say scratch? Yeah, you won't be able to scratch me. Though he's barely audible, Archer sounds amused.
ええ、あなたでは私に触れることさえできないでしょう。
Oh, those are fighting words. The Black Shadow responds. Knight in Red laughs.
では一撃だけ。それで無理なら、あとはセイバーに任せよう。
As an archer, I gotta take a shot. He flies like a squall towards the Black Shadow. The Red Shadow runs. I don't know when he got them, but in Archer's hands are those weapons. Twin swords. He's like, oh my gosh, she's about to scratch me. He does not allow any time for chanting incantations. No rapid words for you. Archer closes in on Caster before she can extend her arm. He slashes her in half with those twin blades. The robe, cut in half, scatters in the wind. Archer seems disappointed, standing in front of the remains of the enemy he just defeated so easily. It looks kinda disappointing. She talks so big, yet she lost without even attacking him once. I love how they're not suspicious at all. Anyone would feel let down. Archer still gripping the twin swords. Red Knight. The black and white short swords are magnificent to behold. Strange. My eyes really keep getting drawn to them. They're so beautiful. I love swords. I love swords. Okay, so they actually do kind of look cool, especially the black one with the hexagonal pattern. But I never actually took a good look at it. I've always looked at looked at the blade, but never at like the hilt part. I know that there was like the yin yang symbol in the middle, but I never really looked at the hilt, and like how that would function as a sword. It does look pretty decent. Here we have Kansho and Bakuya. Okay, archers prefer twin swords. The rank as a noble phantasm is a C-. They are married swords with a strong bond set to return them to their owner no matter what, even if they are lost due to some kind of trouble. Kansho and Bakuya perform well as swords, but they're also useful as magical or ritual weapons. When equipped together, the resistance to both magical and physical attacks improves. There's also a warning against evil, blah blah. Okay, so crane wings ever intact. Climb Taishan with spirit and skill. Cross the Yellow River with spirit and skill. Dedicate a name to heaven. Let the two great men share a life. Ah, okay. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I'll just say this. A lot of times in media, when you see Archer use these, two swords, he's dual wielding first of all, but also he often just chucks them, so they spin at people and cut them. They always come back. They're basically like boomerang, chakram kind of type of weapon because he always spins them too. It's actually pretty cool. Those twin swords. They must be great swords with history, but I don't feel any malice from them. Noble phantasms are supposed to be fantastic weapons, so it only makes sense that they're beautifully crafted. If Saber Sword was visible, I have to imagine it'd likewise be majestic. Oh yeah, it's the most famous sword in all of history. These swords, however, are different. A sword with a clear purpose of defeating opponents. A sword that was made to leave a mark on history. A sword forged to surpass the skill and craft of another. A sword intended to do some great deed. These blades have none of that. They're nothing like a blade with a famed story or a magical lineage. If anything, they seem like they were made because someone just wanted to. I thought because wanted was at the end of the sentence or end of the line. I was like, because someone just wanted swords, man. They just wanted some swords, so they made these. There's something raw about them, unalloyed even. Maybe their creator questioned their own significance. That's what I think those are. Mirrored swords without vanity. Did it say mirrored before? I thought it said married. Let me just double check. So it said married swords in here, so I don't know. I guess they're close. Black and white, a swordsmith's awkward representation of yin and yang. I guess they're also curved, kind of like the yin and yang symbol as well. I stand captivated because I feel like the way they are is beautiful. Oh, that is the disappearing sound in Fate. Caster's body disappears. After seeing it off, the moment Archer looks like he's gonna put his weapons away.
残念ね、アーチャー。あなたが本当にその程度だったなんて。
Yeah, the first servant can't go out like that. Caster's voice echoes throughout the desolate temple. Archer leaps. The barrage from earlier is mirrored. The bullets of light come flying from the sky to pierce Archer, and Archer repels them with his twin swords. No, this is different from before. The ground is burned red. The magical energy compresses within one of those lights is at least 3 times greater than my full capacity. I'm sure Archer would have half his body blown away if he took a direct hit. He'd be just like Caster earlier. But luckily, he's safe. Whoa! Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's just Caster! The moon is invisible, veiled behind a sea of dark clouds. In the middle of that, a black mage floats as if she reigns over the heavens. You sure can teleport stuff. They have a really good escape button, just teleport away. While looking up at Caster, Archer adjusts his grips on his twin swords. I'm kind of disappointed they used that image of Caster and didn't bother to mirror it, because it looks like Archer's talking to Caster and Caster's not giving a shit, just looking away from him. One more, please. Oh god, she's lighting up. She didn't do this in the other route. I guess I'm assuming that she's even though like her cape kind of looks like, you know, a bat shape in a way, I assume that the patterns on her wings are on her cape is trying to make it so that she's supposed to be similar to a butterfly or a moth, because they also have patterns on their wings. Shit! Archer becomes a streak. He takes off at full speed to get clear from Caster and this place. Yes. Caster's staff moves. The moment it points at Archer, something absurd flashes before my very eyes. It's a bunch of bullets. Ah! No one can hear me say no way. Caster's attacks is like a deluge of range. The light that streaks down is like a bombing raid. Each spell is a death blow, and Caster rains them down uninhibited. I may be green at this, but you and I can tell how off the charts this magecraft is. This is more like a grand magecraft. Something like that requires a magical circuit and a 10 count instant contract, and an incantation of at least 10 lines. Because grand magecraft is powerful, it requires more time to cast it. A normal mage would take a minute to cast such a magecraft. Even a mage that uses high-speed incantations would take at least 30 seconds. But she did it in an instant. She didn't even need an incantation and just pointed her staff, and she's using continuously. I can't even think of anyone who would compare. You keep going! Oh crap! Oh, gas explosion! Oh man! Oh, these attacks are considered A rank. But he can still deflect it with his C+ rank Noble Phantasm swords. He must have decided that he can't avoid them all anymore, and Archer sprints while deflecting them with his twin swords. Archer makes for the exit, but changes course halfway there, just as he remembered something. Oh crap, I forgot the boy. I forgot the boy, oh crap! Archer charges towards me with a fierce look. That makes me realize, the place I'm standing is no longer safe. Oh my god! I'm already in the range of the arrow. I'm already in the range of the Rain of Light. I'm just imagining Shirou gets blasted off right into Saber's arms in the middle of the duel that she's having with Assassin. Damn it! Damn brat! Archer makes towards me. Just kick him out of the place. The moment I try to jump back to avoid him, my body is flying through the air. Oh, he did! I think he kicked him. I try to shake him off reflectively. You gotta be shitting me. Oh, Archer's now carrying me? Oh my god, like a princess. I'm trying to save your dumbass, kid. This is such a stupid conversation. It's such a baka conversation. Dude, Caster, stop. I can't hear the conversation. Archer must be wounded. Oh, wait. Archer must be wounded up. Oh, sorry. Archer must be wound up as his words make no sense. But even though he saved me, I just can't graciously accept. No, just put me down. Let me die, man. I'd rather die than get help from you. No, more than that, I can't bear being a hindrance to him. Archer should have been able to escape by now if it was just himself. The exit is further now that he saved me. Archer running around the temple must be an easy target for a caster who is above us. Oh, wait. Then, yeah, Archer drop kicks me. Do it like Estelle. Whee! I tumble onto the ground. He must have kicked me hard as I flew at least 5 meters. I endured the pain and get up. Archer is still. The rain of light bullets has also stopped. All that remains is a feeling of cold that hurts my eyes. Eyes or ears? Ears. I finally get my bearings. The very air around Archer has frozen. Oh, did she do something?
気分はどうかしら、アーチャー。いかに三騎士といえど、空間そのものを固定化されていては動けないのではなくて？
What kind of bullshit is this? She's froze space? Caster's triumphant voice. Archer must not be able to talk. It's like time has stopped for him.
どうやらこれで爪のようね。外にはセーバーもいることですし。 これ以上あなたにかける時間はないわ。どこの英雄だったかは知らないけど、これでお別れよ、あっちゃ。
Damn, brat. This is your fault. Caster raises her left hand. From that hand, the light bullet of instant death is dropped. But right before that, Archer murmurs something.
何かしら、あっちゃ。命乞いなら聞いてあげても。
と言ったのだ、キャスター。
His voice is filled with irritation. I try to make out what he's saying and...
たわけ。かわせと言ったのだ、キャスター。
Oh shit, what is he telling? Wait, he's like, stop it! I'm trying to save you now! Archer leaps away. He must have broken the frozen space with force. With the sound of breaking glass, Archer flashes out of sight.
何よ、バカな。
Distracted by Archer's angry shout, Caster is baffled. And then, to either side of her, a flash of black and white converges on her. Oh! Oh shit, did he throw his swords before she trapped him? Caster's robe tears. She must have been given just enough warning from Archer's shout and narrowly escapes the attack. It should not need explaining, but it is Archer's blades that fly by. Why did he tell her to dodge? It was an instant. Archer threw the twin swords to either side when he kicked me and got caught up in the freezing spell. Oh, that's pretty cool. The blades boomerang through the sky and made an arc back towards Caster. You fucking idiot, just run, just run! I'm left speechless. Caster too. The Red Knight leaps back into view and calls checkmate. He kneels on the ground and aims his bow towards the sky. His target is Caster. The arrow he has notched in is the same magical blade that he shot at Berserker, but that's not possible. That exploded. He's got the bone of his sword. Archer's voice shakes the air. Caster weaves an urgent incantation, but having clearly anticipated that, Archer shoots the arrow. He takes his shot. Oh dang. Oh no, Caster's blasting off again. Is that his noble phantasm? The released arrow twists space itself. So, did you get a scratch from that? Honestly, why did he warn Caster? He could have gotten a hit. Caster's moan fills the air. The tornado-like arrow easily penetrates Caster's defenses. Most likely, guessing from the distortion, I bet Caster would have been twisted along with space itself if she had been even if she had teleported. Even then, Caster's still alive. The black robe has scattered, and the body underneath the robe has numerous cuts. Caster's using all her magical energy to regenerate, but I'm sure that she would have died instantly without a chance to heal had it been a direct hit. Yeah, Archer's shot did not land a direct hit. The arrow was released into an empty space away from Caster, and her barrier of protection was destroyed from the aftermath. Why? I don't get it. What is Archer doing? The arrow missed. No, that's wrong. He did not miss. He deliberately did not hit her. I don't know what his intentions are. Though he had the chance to finish her off, whatever reason, Archer let her go. Stillness returns to the temple. Archer remains in front of me, while Caster floats down, glaring at Archer all the while. That last attack must have taken a lot out of him, as I can sense that Archer's magical energy is low. That goes for Caster as well. Although it's missed, Archer's attack scraped away most of Caster's body and magical energy. Even if there was a big pool of magical energy here, it's useless if Caster is too injured to collect. So, I see some blood. I think that's at least a scratch. Caster lands, dispirited. She seems to have managed to reform her body, but she's running on empty inside. It should be impossible to continue fighting. Caster stares at us while breathing heavily. For some reason, she seems to be comparing the both of us. Yeah, why didn't you? The demoralization in her voice is in her voice as well. Archer shrugs as if to say that should be obvious. Oh wow, that's bullshit, but fine. It's like, I'd only try once. I failed the first time, so I'll let you live.
約束を違えても当ててほしかったのか。
That's dumb. It's his code, but it's dumb. He's crazy.
では私を殺す気はなかったと。
つい挑発に乗っただけだ。私の目的はそこの男にあったからな。他のサーバントと戦うなど予定にはなかった。
He really didn't seem to come here with any hostility at first.
そう。どうやら私と戦いに来たというわけではなかったよね。アーチャー。
Look at that smug ass face. He's like, yeah, you know, I would have won if I wanted to, but I don't need to.
ああ、そこの男が腰抜けなのと同じでね。不必要な戦いは避けるのが主義だ。剣を取るときは必勝の好機であり、必殺を誓ったときのみだ。意味のない殺生は苦手でな。
I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like the reasoning is kind of like a little bit flimsy. I don't know. I don't know what's so funny, but Caster gives a hearty laugh.
そう。ならあなたたちは似た者同士ということ。
I don't want to be compared with him. Fuck him. We reply in unison. Similar? Me and that guy? What makes her say that?
違うのかしら。あなたたちは無益な殺生が嫌なのでしょ。そこの坊やは私のような無関係な人間を糧にするサーバントが許せない。あなたは無意味な殺戮は好まない。ほら、全く同じじゃない。だから手を組んでいるのではなくて。
No, this is the worst part of the cooperation.
どうしてそんなふざけた結論になる。お前目が腐ってるぞ。
Archer's like, yeah,
誰がこんな奴
bro.
と一緒なもんか。
How can you say that? I'm so much cooler.
同感だ。平和主義者なのは同じだが、根本が大きく異なる。厄介事は早めに片付けるのが私の方針だ。
In that case, you should have gotten rid of Casters because she's still gonna be a nuisance.
この男のようにいつまでも悩んだりはしない。
何が平和主義者だ。俺は忘れてないぞ。お前はバーサーカーと一緒にセイバーを狙ったんだ。セイバー一人に戦わせて自分は安全なところにいたくせに。
Well, I am an archer.
仕方なかろう。あの時はまだ共闘関係ではなかった。セイバーの安全よりバーサーカーを倒すことが優先されただけ
It's
だ。
like, look. I wasn't trying to hit Saber. I was trying to hit Berserker, but she was just a little bit too close. Not my
それとも
fault.
何か目に映るものすべてを助けろなどというのではあるまいな。ならばバーサーカーとて倒す対象にはならないか。
Come on, if I have to save everyone, I'm just saving Berserker from Saber. We glare at each other. Man, I really don't get along with this guy. Why does everything he say get on my nerves? Meanwhile, Caster's laugh is even more amused as she looks between us.
気に入ったわ。あなたたちは力もそのあり方も希少よ。敵に回してしまうのは惜しい。
Huh? My head tilts in confusion. Archer looks away from me and glares at Caster.
ちょっと待て。何が言いたいんだ。
わからない？私と手を組みなさいと言っているのよ。
Never! You hurt innocent people!
私なら今のパートナーより優れたものを用意できるわ。坊やにはセイバー以上のサーバントを。
No, I like my waifu.
アーチャーは今のマスターより優れた魔術師と契約できる。
No, I like my master even though she's kinda weird. And she keeps hanging out with that stupid boy. My mind grinds to a halt. I question her sanity and seriousness.
悪い話ではないはずよ。私にはこの戦いを終わらせる用意がある。言ったでしょ？勝つことなんてたやすいと。どう？生き残りたいのなら私に従うべきじゃなくて？
Quite promising, isn't it? There's not even an option here. I decided to fight those to stop. Decided to fight to stop those who involve innocent people. As such, I can't accept the offer of someone like her.
断る。俺はお前みたいな魔女とは手を組まない。
Bitch, did you call me a witch? That's all there is to it. It should be obvious where I stand. I can't ally myself with the servant, nor can I betray those I'm already partnered with. I'm gonna fight alongside Saber and Archer, who would also never betray Tosaka. Archer's like, wait, this guy, he's hesitating.
おいあーちゃんお前
拒否する。君の力を借りる理由がない。それ以前に君の陣営はいささか戦力不足だ。いかに勢力を伸ばそうとバーサーカー一人に及ばない。
He's like, logically
まだ苦にする
speaking,
ほどの条件ではないな。
the reason I'm not joining you is due to your skill issue. I sigh with relief. I had a bad feeling, but he's not like that. I hate him, but he's firm on his beliefs.
そう交渉は決裂ということ。
I know where you live now. And she's like, I already knew where you lived. I literally snuck into your house. Yeah, you're right.
そうだ。だがここで君と戦う気はない。この場に居合わせたのは私の独断でね。マスターの命令ではないから君を撃つ理由はない。ここは痛み分けということで手を打たない。
How about we call this a draw? I doubt my own ears. Did you just say that he's gonna let Caster go?
意外ね。あなたのマスターは私を追っていたでしょ。なのにあなたは私を見逃すというの。
What is his agenda? What is he cooking?
ああ、お前がここで何人殺そうが知らん。
Yeah,
それは私には預かり知らぬことだ。
I don't care how many people you kill.
あら、ひどい男。毒は使いようということ。
私のマスターはマスター殺しに精力的でなくてね。その分お前が他のマスターを潰してくれるのなら何かと助かる。
Wow, that's the
この戦いの
reason.
決着はその後でも遅くはあるまい。
He's like, alright, maybe if I spare you now, you'll do all the work and we can have our one-on-one showdown later once you've killed one or two people. Because I don't want my master to do it. She doesn't want to do it. So in a way, it's kind of like, it's a ceasefire, it's not a truce, but it's like, yeah. Hold on, Caster.
待てキャサ
Why did he not, why didn't he say this line but said it here? Caster seems to have accepted Archer's proposal as she turns around. I run to Caster as she moves to vanish, but Archer stops me.
バカカキ様。追えば確実に死ぬぞ。
True, he says indifferently. Though true, his words make me feel so furious I make myself nauseous. Bye-bye. I stop. Caster's black gown flutters in the wind and disappears like magic. He's gone. Only Archer and I remain on the temple grounds. Seeing him gets on my nerves. He saved me twice today. Did he? I kind of forgot what happened earlier today. So he saved him against here, and I don't remember him saving him earlier. Maybe it's just twice in this one battle, I'm not sure. Caster would have taken my command spells if it weren't for him. I'm sure I would have died from that deluge of light. Okay, yeah, it was the same battle. But this is different. I can't forgive him for letting Caster go.
あーちゃんなんでキャスターを逃がした。
戦う時ではなかったからだ。ここで切り伏せたところで、あれはすぐさま逃げおせただろう。今の空間転移、見逃したわけではあるまい。
Yeah, teleport is such a stupid power. It's hard to get around. Ah, that's true. He wouldn't be able to capture Caster if she really wanted to get away. On top of that, this temple is Caster's territory. She's a witch. Even if she was weakened, I'm sure that she had at least one or two tricks up her sleeve.
理解できたらしいな。キャスターを倒すのならマスターが先なのだ。いかに空間を飛んで逃れようが、よりしろであるマスターが倒されれば、キャスターとて消えざるを得ないからな。
You know what? That does make sense, since having the ability to teleport basically makes it so that you have the best defense, which is running away. But like, man, if he just killed her, it would have ended so many things so much quicker. Going for the master and not the servant. That is the safest and most sure approach in the Holy Grail War.
それは分かってるけどだからって見逃すのか。
Master is also like the type of servant that could probably survive without their master, because they'd be able to obtain magical energy by absorbing it from other people, and Master seems to have a really good system from that.
街で起きてる事件は全部あいつの仕業なんだろう。キャスターを止めない限り犠牲者は出続ける。
I can't let that be. And Archer's
そん
like,
なの放っておくなんてできない。
well, I can let it be.
なぜお前自身が傷つくことではあるまい。むしろ奴にはこのまま続けてもらいたいぐらいだ。
I'm gonna snitch on you. Tosaka's not gonna like this. Oh my god, alright, killing you both.
キャスターは人々から正気を吸い上げ、その力でバーサーカーを倒す。私たちはその後でキャスターを倒せばいい。
I do like how a big portion of our strategy for both routes is like, yeah, how the fuck are we gonna beat Berserker? He's kinda scary.
私とリンはキャスターは倒せるが、バーサーカーには及ばないのでな。バーサーカーを倒すまでキャスターには好きにさせておくさ。
My face heats up. Blood rushes to my head and I want to punch him.
ふざけるな。遠坂、そんな方針は取らない。
Yeah, Tosaka's not gonna do that. That's why I have to.
そうだな。だからこそキャスターには手早くことを済ませてほしいものだ。リンがキャスターに追いつけば対決は避けられない。その前にキャスターがバーサーカーを退治してくれれば理想的だ。
I do kind of wonder what Caster's strategy against Berserker is. He's gonna basically use Saber, but I kind of wonder if she can use the same thing on Berserker, where she kind of makes Berserker her servant. Because if she's able to do that with every servant, then she's kind of busted, especially with the ability to teleport and bypass magic resistance when she was able to bypass sabers.
それでバーサーカーが倒せるのならば安いものだろう。人間など結局は死ぬ生き物。誰にどう殺されようが結果的には変わるまい。
Damn, what a hero.
いっそ魔力だけでなく命まで奪ってしまえばよいもの。街中の人間が死に絶えれば少しは戦いやすくなる。私のマスターも根は甘いからな。そうなればもはやなりふりなどに構ってはいられまい。
The Red Knight smiles dryly. He sounds amused. He feels like the people living here are in the way. He's saying the same thing as Caster.
ああ、お前も知っての通り、リンは形式にこだわるタイプでね。魔術師としては申し分ないが、マスターとしては汚さに欠ける。
And Tosaka's too nice.
そうだな。彼女がキャスターのようになってくれれば、私もここまで苦労はしないのだが。
お前
Can't hit me, I'm too fast. I punch Archer's face. Well, I punch in that general direction, but he easily avoids it.
何をする？私たちは協力関係ではなかったか。
Come on, boy, this is what you get. This is what I get for saving your ass.
ふざけるな。俺はお前とは違う。勝つために、結果のために周りを犠牲にするなんて、そんなこと絶対にするものか。
それは私も同じだ。エミヤシロ。だが、全ての人間を救うことはできまい。例えば、キャスターが聖杯を手に入れてしまえば、被害はこの町だけにとどまるまい。それは、イリアスフィールも他のマスターも同じだ。聖杯を私利私欲で使わぬマスターは、私が知る限り、お前とリンだけだからな。故に、私たちが勝利しなければ、被害はさらに大きくなる。
That is true. We don't know what the intentions of other masters are, and for sure there are other masters that are willing to, do some really bad stuff. I'm looking at a certain priest, if you know what I mean. So if we don't know their intentions, I guess Archer's like we should err on the safer side.
ならば、この町の人間には犠牲になってもらい、私たちの役に立ってもらうしかあるまい。
Sacrifice the people for the better.
その結果で被害を抑えられるのなら、お前の方針と同じだろうさ。
The few for the many. I feel numb. He doesn't need to explain it. I can't save everyone. Hiritsugu always said that. So I should be over it, but it's just the way he says it that just pisses me off.
無関係な人間を巻き込みたくないと言ったな。ならば認めろ。一人も殺さない。などという方法では、結局誰も救えない。キャスターの言う通り、残念ながら私たちは似た者同士だ。
No, we're alike, and I freaking hate
犠
that.
牲者を出したくないというのなら、協力し合うしかあるまい。
違う。俺 俺はお前なんかとは組まない。お前なんて絶対に認めない。
そうか。お前が信じたものはリンだけだったな。
I love how you turned away. It's like, aw, you don't trust good old Archer, come on. I turned my back to Archer. I'm different than him. I can't let Caster be, so there's only one course of action.
まさかキャスターを追うつもりか。
I ignore him and start walking. My destination is inside the temple. If this is Caster's territory, then her workshop is inside the temple.
信じられんな。お前一人ではキャスターにかなうべくもない。命が惜しいのならやめておけ。
Archer follows, complaining the entire way. Oh, he's following. I gotta make sure you're
せっ
safe.
かく助けてやった命を無駄にするのか。
God damn it.
それは構わんが、せめて感謝の一言でも残したらどうだ。先ほどの女性は
Oh,
私なりの行為だったのだがね。
kindness in my heart. Come on, Shirou.
命の恩人とまではいかないが、視線を共にくぐり抜けた友人ぐらいにはありがたがってほしいものだ。
Oh man, I feel like every word Archer's saying out loud is like a slap to the face to Shirou. He's like, I can't refute that because it's kind of right. Man, he really gets on my nerves.
うるさい。誰がお前なんかに友情を感じるもんか。いいからさっさと遠坂のところに帰れ。頼まれたってお前の手助けなんていらないんだから。
I turn away and head towards the temple without looking back for good this time. There,
そうか。懐かれなくて何よりだ。
I feel a chilling premonition of death.
何？
Before I can fully manage to leap out of the way, Archer brings the sword down on me. Ah! He cuts me at the shoulder. My blood comes pouring out, and I feel like I'll pass out at the moment my focus wavers. The pain is so sharp that I feel like my skin and muscles are burning. Wait, what was the exact word where it's like, I'm glad that, okay, I'm glad you don't, good thing you don't like me. If I am understanding this correctly, he sliced at Shirou, not to try to kill him, but to try to make him pass out so he can bring him home, because he's about to walk to his death. I back away with wobbly steps. I can't even flee. All my remaining strength is sapped, and all I can do is remain on my feet.
お前。
外したか。
Oh, never mind.
さっき抑えきれなかった私の落ち度か。とっさに反応したお前の起点か。まあ、どちらでも構わないが。
Archer walks towards me with his sword covered in my blood. I'll be killed. My instinct is that I'm gonna die. My feet struggle to move. The temple's exit. I stagger towards the stairs beyond the mountain gate and retreat back. He must know that this is a fatal wound. His steps are unhurried. Everything's going fuzzy. Actually, by now, I think everyone knows about his healing factor. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't recall why I'm fleeing or why I was cut to begin with. It feels like my thoughts and memories are following the blood dripping from my body. Maybe I'm still conscious because of that sword he's holding. That white sword, short sword. That plain blade pulls my attention and keeps me from closing my eyes. But it comes to an end. The mountain gate is right behind me. The stairs are right there, but I can't even turn around. The moment I do, I'm sure Archer will split me in two.
最後だ。戦う意義のないエミヤシロはここで死ね。
I'll give you one more fucking chance. He raises his blade. Never mind. The white yin sword is raised like a guillotine.
戦う意義だって。
そうだ。自分のためではなく、誰かのために戦うなど、ただの偽善だ。そんなもの、この世のどこにもありはしないという。
Damn. Even as my consciousness fades, I feel defiant. But both my body and mind are at their limit.
さらばだ。理想を抱いて溺死しろ。
Oh, I can see color again. His voice is filled with hatred. He swings the yin sword Bakuya. Ugh! Once more, the blade slashes at me, this time to sever my very life. But right before that, with only the thought of defying his words, I jump backwards without thinking of the consequences. Oh, Down the stairs I go. His sword cuts air, and my body flies through the air. The bottomless darkness is behind me. Ah, ow! Oh my god, all the blood is definitely gushing out now. With the horrible sound, my body crashes into the stonework. Then it rolls down the mountain stairs. Oh my god, I keep going down! Come on, couldn't at least have been the smooth part? The assassin's like, what the fuck? I heard an unfamiliar voice near me. I also hear a familiar voice. My vision is almost gone. I attempt to lift my body, but can only collapse in a heap back to the earth. Yeah, Archer pushed me down the stairs. I didn't push you down the stairs. I only almost cut you to death. Is that Saber? Saber supports my body and speaks with urgency. But that's bad. I don't know their identity, but there's one other unknown servant nearby. If she's tending to me, it leaves her wide open for an attack. Aw, it's a good thing that your good old boy Sasaki Kojiro is a good old pal who will be like, no, you can go home. You must have realized mid-sentence. He looks back at the servant behind her. And all these servants and their chivalry. On the other hand, you have like Caster. Saber tilts her head, unable to grasp the enemy's true intentions. Is that a kimono? The servant dressed anachronistically turns his back towards us. Yeah, come back for a rematch. I had fun. I don't want you to disappear just now. Ah, that's it. Yeah, fight me again. Saber glares at Assassin. The assassin stares calmly at Saber. Their stare down lasted for a few seconds. Oh, he knows. He didn't really... If I recall correctly, he was able to identify the length of the blade. And I believe in the other ending, she actually pulled out Excalibur, but didn't actually end up using it, but he recognized the sword. Saber takes me in her arms and heads down the stairs. Like, I wonder if Saber also pulled out Excalibur in this fight. We didn't really see a bright shining light, so it's hard to say. However, I see the knight in red following us from the mountain gate, determined not to let me go. Oh, you're here. Good thing we're allies, right? Can you help me with Shirou? Saber says in wonder. He said that he kills when he can ensure it. If he's a man of his word, he can't leave me here alive. Oh, he can't let me leave here alive. If he swung his sword trying to kill me, I'm sure he will do whatever he can to kill me now. The red cloak flutters like a feather. Doesn't matter whether Saber is here or not. Archer jumps down and slashes his sword towards me. At me. Swords clash. A counterattack like a flash of light. The intercepting blade parries Archer's sword, then makes for his neck as he hangs in midair. Oh my god, it's Sasaki Koji, bro. Let's go. Archer twists his body and lands. The knight in red is blocked by the servant in a kimono and cannot pass down the stairs. Come on, we got a master to kill, samurai. Archer readies his twin sword to face assassin-class servant. With that in front of him, Assassin adjusts his hold on his sword as if nothing happened. His voice is oddly pleasant. I don't know what his goal is, but he really intends to just let us leave. You passed the gate that time, and I didn't allow you, so I gotta get you.
今宵をそれで収めるとしよう。
Look at his Japanese katana folded 1,000 times. He intends to go for the kill. Assassin's fighting spirit is as sharp as his longsword. There's no dominating presence like Archer or Saber, where their everything feels involved. His is a sharpened, razor edge that precisely aims for the neck.
よく言った。セイバーに傷一つつけられなかったキャスターの手駒風情がこの俺と戦うと。
Damn, Archer's like, you're gonna fight me? You can't even, you're not even a normal servant. You're a servant of a servant. You're a slave.
貴様こそあの女狐を驚かせようと送ったというのに我が身可愛さで逃げ帰るとは失望したぞ。
I think this chain of like master-servant relationships in the caster chain is kind of funny because like in the other ending, caster killed her own master, and so clearly she doesn't like her master, but she's also the master of assassin who doesn't care about caster. He's like, yeah, I was hoping you'd do something about caster, but nah, you weren't skilled enough. Their confrontation is short. Both parties demonstrate fantastical swordsplay. I'm captivated by what I see. To be honest, I can't even make out Assassin's sword technique. I'm not unused to swordplay, but I can't make heads or tails of it. It's too swift and deadly. The contrast is what makes me so fascinated. Dancing twin blades. Archer manages to defend himself against such inhuman ability. This technique looks like something that even I could do someday. I don't like it, but you can say that I'm impressed. He's fighting against Assassin's magical sword with techniques acquired by experience and sheer force of will rather than talent. Damn it, it's obvious that he's strong. It's a different strength than Tosaka or Saber. All the training he went through because he's not extraordinary. I bet he didn't have anything. So with his limited resources, he trained his heart out and got to that level. Okay, but can you carry me? Saber's voice brings me back to reality. We leave Ryudo Temple with Saber carrying me. Assassin and Archer's swordplay echoes behind us without pause. You 7 day daddy. It's probably about Assassin. You see that it's nighttime because it's dark outside of the window. Okay, let's take a look at this. Assassin. Master, caster. Do you have stuff for caster? I guess we have some stuff. I thought we'd get information about that that little wing thing that she had. We don't really have any information about assassins. My wound is almost healed by the time we get back. Oh, thank God, healing factor. Hold me, Saber, heal me. Tosaka's opinion might be correct, as my wound heals quickly when Saber's touching me. I got controlled, and then she almost stole my command spells, and then Archer came and saved me, and then he almost beat Caster, and then the Caster left, and I tried to chase after her, and then Archer tried to kill me. Yeah, I don't get it. Saber demands an explanation once we get to the dojo after treating my wound and getting change, all without waking Fujine up. Wow, damn Fuji. Lights are on and everything. I do my best to summarize all the important points. I was controlled by Caster and went to the temple. The Coma incidents happening in town and Caster's relationship to them. Or relation to them. Archer who saved me when my command spells were about to be taken, and how Archer tried to kill me in the end. Saber seems to ponder something. I would get why she would want to organize her thoughts since all this happened one night. It's funny how like everyone's like, or like, you guys are alike, and he's like, I fucking hate him. He's the worst piece of shit ever. It pisses me off when I think back to it. Damn it, I wish I would have gotten a hit in. Then, Saber has this weird expression on her face. Yeah, he doesn't even talk bad about Shinji, and he's a straight up piece of shit. Now that she mentions it, I have been complaining a lot.
アーチャーはそれだけのことを言ったんだ。あいつは何より相棒の遠坂をバカにしたんだぞ。
そうですね。ですがシロー、一つ尋ねますが、シローはアーチャーの裏切りが許せないのですか？
Oh, very, very minor typo, but they didn't put a space in the sentence that starts with between, let me ask you one thing, and are you angry at Archer's betrayal? Anyway.
どうも、あなたは彼に切りつけられたことを怒っているようには見えない。
No, that's normal. We hate each other. That's normal. It's the other thing. Oh, yeah, she's right. Archer's actions would constitute betrayal. No, but that is...
それは違う。あいつは俺を裏切ったわけじゃない。初めからあいつとは何も約束していなかった。だからあーちゃんが俺を襲ってもそれはありなんだと思う。
It's like I made a truce with Rin, but not with Archer. It's fair game. Kill him!
それはそうですが、まったく
My.
シローは不思議ですね。
But her tone has a certain fondness to it.
結論から言うと、私もシローと同じです。キャスターは放置できませんが、アーチャーは非道ではないのでしょう。
ちょっと待て。人の話のどこら辺を聞いてたんだよ、セイバー。
すべてです。それを踏まえた上で、私もシローと同意見だと言っています。
I agree with you, but he's not that
加
bad.
えて、彼の嫌疑は清流でした。心によこしまなものがないのでしょう。舞うような剣撃は彼の人格を物語っていると思う。
I don't like it even more now. Something's wrong with Saber to compliment him. First of all, Archer's technique is... Nah, I was just being delusional. He's like yogurt that's about to expire compared to Saber.
何言ってんだ。あいつの剣なんて大したことない。不意打ちしたくせに俺一人殺し損ねたんだぞ。
It's because,
サーバントを名乗れるってもんだ。
because you're surprisingly resilient. Several people have tried to kill you.
ええ。ですからシローも筋がいいのです。長く鍛えればアーチャーに届く技量になりましょう。
Not mine though, I'm too skilled. I can't object if she says so while making that face. Anyhow, Saber approves of Archer's technique. I don't know why, but I can't stand that
セイ
fact.
バー、俺筋がいいって言ったな。
はい。長ずれば良い使い手となるでしょう。
It will take you 20
決め
years.
た。なら傷が治り次第剣を教えてくれ。
Please take off your armor though, because it really hurts.
今までみたいな生き残るための鍛錬じゃなくて戦う方法を教えてほしい。
I shake Saber's hand and look at her directly in the eyes.
あ、はい。シローがそういうのでしたら構いませんが。
Alright, I have no complaints if I can study under Saber. I can't repeat the same failure as tonight, and it's not like me to keep on running away. Most importantly, I can't lose to the guy who said that we needed more victims in order to reduce the total number of victims. Yeah, this partnership is kind of weird. Alright, that's the end of the chapter. I think I'll continue on for a little bit. 2-5. Chapter... Sorry, it's 2-6. Unlimited Blade Works. 7. Ghost Waltz. Interesting name. That was a long night. I didn't realize it would take that long. Oh, where am I? When I come to my senses, I realize that I'm in a fantastical place. An endless barren land as far as the eye can see. The unceasing wind blows golden sands into my eyes. There I stand, my mind blank, amidst it all. I feel no reason for confusion or panic. I know the scenery. I've had a dream of this before. So, this must be a dream. This must also be a dream. I'm lucid enough to simply wait for it to end. Ooh. Huh? I feel a strange feeling suddenly run up my arm. The sound of metal clanking. When I roll up my sleeve, there's... Ah! My arm is now made of blades. It's these blades again, the ones that formed a shield around him. I still think it looks really weird. I jump up from my bed. Before I realize I'm in my room, I check my right arm. Alright, still fleshy. Alright, it's fine. My right arm is normal. It doesn't feel hard like metal, nor has it become a blade.
夢だよな。
I sigh in relief. I don't know why I had a dream like that, but it might have to do with the fact that I made a contract with Saber.
機会があったら
A sword
父さんに
servant.
聞いてみるか。と、それより朝飯の支度をしないと。
Gotta go make breakfast. It's before 6 a.m. Even though Sakura isn't here starting from today, there's still Saber and Fujine. It's late to start preparing breakfast for the three of us, even now. I make my way to the living room, trying not to make any sound. I pause and try to figure out what they're doing on the other side of the sliding door. I hear Fujine's restless snoring, and Saber is even breathing. My guard must have gone down as thoughts of what it must look like in there flitter in. Just think. No, stop thinking. I hide my blushing face with my hands and breathe in the cold air from outside.
修行不足だ。朝飯にしよう。
Need to concentrate. I shake my head and walk away. But I don't think it's good for my mental health to have girls sleeping under the same roof as me after all. Can't help it. I'm a growing teen.
それじゃ先に行くけど、一人だからって遅刻してダメよ。
はいはい。藤姉こそ朝のお勤め頑張ってくれ。
ありがとね。シロ、朝ごはん美味しかったよ。
Oh my god, look at that smile. Oh my god, this is a really cute tiger. Fujine bows and heads to school.
さて。
There's still 30 minutes. I'm already done cleaning up, so I should fulfill yesterday's agreement. I don't remember what the agreement is. It's training? Yeah, the wounds from the slash at my shoulder and from where I fell down the stairs have completely healed. Now think of it. I forgot. It's really early in the morning, but they're training kendo already. And how long have they been doing this? 30 minutes. Okay, so he's still gonna go to school, right? I forgot he did go to school the day before. That's when he met Shinji. So he's not skipping yet. Or I don't even know if he's gonna skip in this route. It's just that he skipped last time. On top of that, I have some time, so I train with Saber first thing in the morning. The sound of our practice swords echo. The clashing of bamboo makes a pleasant sound. Learning by watching others cannot be underestimated. Just picturing an example before I grip my sword makes it a lot lighter and easier to use. As usual, Saber repels my attacks without losing her breath. But is something wrong with her this morning? Until yesterday, I would have lost my consciousness the moment I got parried. But I am able to manage to counterattack her. I'm able to manage her counterattacks today. Well, I say manage, but I mean I can avoid the worst case scenario where my vision goes completely white, even if her counterattacks are still effective. Alright, time to go to school? I put down my bamboo sword and breathe out the heat built up in my lungs. The clock is already pointing at 8 a.m. Before I knew it, an hour had passed since I started training with Saber. Since my body was able to react better to Saber's sword, and probably also because she didn't seem to have it in her, it was easy to get carried away and lose track of time.
いや、世界だ。けど、セイバー、今朝はどうしたんだ？なんか昨日に比べて厳しさを感じなかったけど。
そのようなことはありません。私は昨日と同じように打ち合いました。それを軽く感じたのは、シローの技量が上がっているからです。
It's because you're learning at a much faster rate.
技量が上がってるって、俺の？
Saber nods. Well, it doesn't seem like flattery, and Saber isn't the type to say those kind of things to start with.
それは本当に？
驚きました。シローの技量は昨日とは別人です。
そうかな。
Because he saw Archer fight.
そんなことはないだろう。単にセイバーの調子が悪かっただけだ。昨日の今日で腕前が上がったりしたら、市販代は商売上がったりじゃないか。
それは同感ですが、そうですね。具体的に言うと、型に無駄がなくなりました。シローはもともと体は出来上がっていますから、適した剣筋を身につければ、それだけで一段階上の剣士になれるのです。
型に無駄がなくなった。
Now that I think of it, my body did move well this morning. It seems as though my sword parried Saber on its own, even though I couldn't consciously react to it.
単にあいつの真似をしただけなんだよ。
It's learning from Archer.
やはりそうでしたか。私に指示すると言っておいて、アーチャーの剣筋を手本にしたわけですね。
If Archer's so good, why don't you ask him to be your servant?
やっぱりわかるのか、そういうの。
当然です。 もともとシローには基本となる型がありませんでしたから。それに
いや、セイバーをないがしろにしたわけじゃないんだ。ただ昨日はずっとあいつといたから頭にこびりついたっていうか。
いいえ、私に断らずとも結構です。シローが強くなる分には私も文句はありませんから。
Oh, I'm still stronger, but maybe not as a teacher, but fine. Liar. What's with that obviously dissatisfied face?
だからすまなかったって。それにな、セイバーを手本にするって言っても、俺にはセイバーがどうやって反撃してくるのか見えないんだぞ。体格も違うし、手本にするのは無理があるだろう。
We're just too different, you and I.
なかなかに正論です。では、私はあくまであなたの練習相手ということです。
Wow, I'm no longer a teacher anymore, just your training partner. I feel like I just dug myself into a deeper hole.
この件について追求するのは。
Come on, it's still beneficial. Please help me.
とにかく少しは俺だって戦えるようになったってのは確かなんだから。
何を言うのです。確かにシローの技量は上がりましたが、それはあくまで最低限戦えるというレベルです。
But at least I hit the minimum. That means I made it.
私やアーチャー、バーサーカーと向き合えるものではないのですから、間違っても単独で戦闘など挑まないでください。
But Ryder, though, Saber's firm. It feels like a mentor reprimanding her cocky student, which makes me break into a smile. Well, having such a cute mentor is oddly amusing. He's so cute. Alright, going to school? Yep, we're at school. I get to school over an hour late. The hallway's crowded with students between classes. It seems like 2C also finished class just now, as many familiar faces file out.
よ、お疲れ。なんか知らねえけど、タイガー怒ってたぜ。
Oh, shit.
そうか。今日の授業、英語があったっけ？
My classmates tell me the very thing I don't want to hear. The moment I sluggishly put my hand on the door. Hi, Kuzuki. Sorry. My voice is really giving out on me now. The history teacher comes out.
おはようございます、先生。
遅刻かエミヤ。今日の授業は試験範囲を確認したものだ。後で友人にきちんと聞いておくように。
はい。どうも遅れてすいません。
Yeah, exam stuff. I'm not gonna do it again. It's too much work. You do it yourself. Kuzuki nods and leaves. Soichiro Kuzuki is the ironclad teacher that teaches the world's history and ethics. He's also in charge of the student council. I mean, I already knew that. Come on, why'd you have to tell me again? Though he's like a tierce talker like that, he's kind of a rarity in the school where his popularity grows as people come to know him. Ooh. Alright, Tiger, hit me.
おはよう。
I make my way to my desk and greet the people as I go. It's a little embarrassing to show up late like this.
やあ、随分と遅い到着だね。
Hmm? Oh, I forgot about him. Someone greets me, so I turn around. There. It's Shinji, strangely all smiles. Hello, my friend.
シンジ、
My best friend.
どうしたんだよ。お前、どっか変だぞ。寝不足か？
You're happy. That's weird. You're weird. I tell him my honest opinion. He's like, ugh. For a moment, he scowls. Then his smile returns. Shinji was strange yesterday, but that doesn't even compare with this morning.
シンジ、お前、まさか襲われたのか？バカ。だから言っただろう。戦わないなら家で身を守っているべきだって。
うるさいな。何偉そうな口聞いてるんだよ。
シンジ。
何？それとも遠坂と仲良くやっていい気になってんの？勘違いするなよな。遠坂と手を組んだところでお前が強いってわけじゃない。強いサーバントを手に入れて嬉しいのはわかるけどさ、思い上がるのはみっともないよ。
Oh, so he probably tried to ally with Tosaka, but it just didn't work. So, because that happened last route too, and we heard that she ended up punching him. So that's why he's kind of pissed at Emiya. Shinji glares back at me. Now it seems like he's lost all composure, which is really unlike him. I don't
まあ
know.
いい。君が来てくれてよかったよ。ほら、エミヤが来ないんじゃさ、面白みに欠けるだろ。
Oh, he's about to activate the blood fort, isn't he? That must be all he wants to say as he goes back to his seat, chuckling. Bong, bong, boom. It's lunch break and the classroom gets louder.
一世のやつもう出てきた。
Damn it, I wanted to talk to him because of that crazy bitch that lives outside his home. He must have gone to the student council room once again to go nap. I made lunch again, so I'd like to avoid eating in the classroom. The guys in the class are making a commotion.
おい、どうした？何かあったのか？
I call out to them. The boys are huddled in a secret meeting and look at me suspiciously.
何かあったではござらん。それ、教室の外
Oh,
を見てみるがよい。
I remember this scene in the anime.
あくまで隠密。
Goto? Who the fuck is Goto? Huh. Goto must have been watching some kind of period drama last night, the way he's talking. Still, I do as he just suggests. What? There. Outside the classroom, in the hallway, someone acting even more suspiciously than Goto. What are you doing, Tosaka? He's like,
三重の遠坂だよな。うちのクラスに何か言おうかな。
Yeah, with me.
間違いござらん。先ほどから盗み見ていたが、あちらも同様の草っぷり。しかし大胆に我らが教室を覗いておる。ドアの前を通り過ぎるのも7回目。いや、今ので8回
She
目。
keeps walking back and forth like, come on, I told him come out.
だよな。こうなると偶然じゃねえ。
Okay.
つうかさ、なんか目つき悪くねえか？
If it's a nasty look,
もっとこう、普段は涼しげな顔してない？
oh god, her persona's breaking. If she has a nasty look, I don't want to be next to her.
お前もそう思う。こう通りがかるたびに目尻が上がってんだよな。近寄りがたくなってく一方だ。
I mean, good thing Shinji's not here.
ありゃイライラしてるね。なんか気に食わないことでもあったんかな。
待ち人来たらずというより、待ち人気づかずというところ。こう、誕生日にこっそりプレゼントを仕掛けておいたのに、送られたやつは1年経っても気づかないんで、もうブチ切れ寸前といったところであろう。
Aw, Tosaka, you got me a birthday gift? You shouldn't have. It was from last year.
時々すごい表現するよ。
Goto, you know,
すぎ。
they should make Goto a face character. I want to see him.
何？お前前世は軍師か何か？
I'm mentally imagining him kind of like Arihiko. These guys are saying whatever they want. I timidly look out to the hallway again. She's gonna be like, Oh, come on. She's pissed. I don't know what she's pissed at, but I feel like Goto's guess is right. So, what should I do? Oh my god, Shiro's so clueless. She's after me. I'll obediently go outside. She's after me. I don't want to die, so I'll keep quiet. Who's she after? I don't know, so I'll play down. I'm gonna stick with this one, but I want to see these other ones first. She's after me. I don't know what will happen to me if I go out into the hallway. It goes without saying that Tosaka's up to something, but if I'm seen talking with 2A's idol, I'll be singled out by all the guys in the class. I'm just gonna ignore her. Surely she won't yell at me. I get my lunch out of my desk. It's dangerous to eat here, but it's even more dangerous to go out into the hallway and get caught by Tosaka. I'm gonna stay in the classroom for the duration of lunch. Osaka doesn't have the means to break through the solid rampart of the lunchtime classroom.
あれ？遠坂さん A 組に戻っていっちゃったぞ。
なんだよ。結局理由は分からずじまいか。
Ah, we're safe.
まあ案外ただの散歩かもな。ほら、遠坂って時々突拍子もない行動するらしいじゃん。交際しろって迫ってきた3年を振るのに屋上で飛び降り寸前まで行ったって話知ってるか？
Oh no, she was just doing it for practice because she knew that the servant would catch her.
違うって。3年に飛び降りさせる寸前だろ。
Holy shit.
フェンス乗り越えてさ、屋上の端で立ったまま1日付き合ってくれたら付き合ってもいいってやつ。あの3年生しばらく登校拒否になったんだってな。
Bro, that's kind of messed up, man.
でもさ、なんでそんなことしたんだろうな。嫌なら嫌っていうタイプらしいじゃん、遠坂さん。
ああ、それでござるか。遠坂殿曰く、吊り橋の上の恋愛理論だとか。とりあえず好きになれそうにないので、緊迫状態で1日過ごせば恋愛感情が芽生えるかもしれない。
Oh, we the unworthy.
いや、下々の人間には考え至らぬおつむでござる。
Man, that guy really talks with Degozaru. I pause as I open my lunch. I didn't know Tosaka had such a legend. Alright, I need to be careful when I go to the rooftop with her from now on.
お、ラッキー。戻ってきたぜ、遠坂さん。
Alright, it's the 10th
けど
time.
なんかこう違くね？さっきまでは殺気だってたけど、今はこう寒気がするぐらい涼しげっていうか。
Oh shit, oh shit, oh
天
shit.
使の笑顔でござるな。あれはもう、あんたがそう出るならこっちも容赦しない。
Oh shit, oh
私
shit.
開き直ったわという。
We're in the middle of class.
でござろ
Don't throw those magic frag grenades. Oh. I feel a terrible chill. Saber's training seems to be paying dividends as my danger sense is sharper. I peek into the hallway. There is Tosaka, smiling, holding an eraser that she must have gotten from her class. In an instant, oh god, she's not using mounted bullets anymore, just eraser bullets. Said eraser smashes directly into my forehead. And he's dead. They probably didn't notice the magic because they were so focused on like Tosaka. I'm assuming magic was related or involved. Goto and the others make a commotion over it. I've fallen, chair and all, and the other students surrounded me and offered help, though they look at me with an anxious, excited eyes.
Thank you. 後藤、今の
どうってにゃんと一回転エイミヤが椅子に座ったまま一人で側転したように見えたわ
Damn, how did that even happen? Goto requests that I teach him how to do it. It's like, it's magic. It's like, well, you wouldn't know the half of it, man. Well, no doubt that he'll get a good laugh if he can do a flip on a command the moment the teacher calls on him. I can see why he's jealous. But that's neither here nor there. My real problem is the devil in the hall that threw that bullet, toting a second and deciding how she'll deliver that blow a second time around. Oh gosh, she's got 3 more erasers. What do I do? she just flung the eraser the moment no one was paying attention to her. The desk was left unharmed, so I grab my lunch and get up from my seat. It hurts! My forehead where the eraser hits stings more than the hips I landed on. Damn it! I lash out at the magic bullet shooter while holding my red forehead.
いつまでもぼんやりしてるそっちが悪いのよ。平和にお弁当食べるのもいいけど、エミヤ君はそういうのが許される立場じゃないでしょ。
Holy crap, is that Shirou talking to our idol? Oh my god!
いや、だからって人を一回転させるのはやりすぎだ。
It's alright.
下手したら死んでるぞ。
You got your healing factor.
どうだか、あれぐらいで死んじゃうような体じゃないでしょう。
That's true.
ま、そんなことどうでもいいわ。ちょっと話があるからついてきて。
話があるって、それって作戦会議か。
We talked about this yesterday. Did you forget?
当たり前でしょ。ほら急ぐわよ。エミヤ君がのんびりしてたおかげで時間がないんだから。早くしないとお昼休み終わっちゃうじゃない。
He looks away awkwardly and starts walking. Is it my imagination or does it look like Tosaka isn't doing so well? Alright, so we followed her to the roof. I think... Nope, we still... It's fucking upside down, man. And she brings me to the empty rooftop. Kind of curious. Oh, okay, it's just that one line. Okay, I'm pretty sure these are all going to lead to the same event. Well, who is she after? I don't know, so I'll play dumb. Hmm? I don't know who she's waiting for, but I probably shouldn't disturb her. First of all, if I'm seen talking with 2A's idol, I'll be singled out by all the guys in class, especially Goto. As Saber knows, no one disturbs lunch. I take lunch out of my desk. The hit and run squad who came to mooch off my lunch seem to be busy watching Tosaka, so I should be able to eat my lunch in peace today.
なんだよ結局理由は分からずじまいか
Is it going to be very similar? Because
まあ案外ただの散歩かもな、ほら
Yeah, I think it is, so I'm going to skip most of it. Okay, so everything past that one part was exactly the same. I managed to get myself back here. She's after me. I'll obediently go outside. I bet the odds are greater than 50-50 that she's after me. What bothers me is how she's acting. You'd think based on her personality that she'd just drag me right out of here if she had business with me, but waiting around more like a regular everyday girl? Those few HPs that she took off with the eraser is what will decide the next match. I get up from my seat holding my lunch. Bracing myself for the interrogation that's sure to come from Goto and the others later, I make for the hallway. Hi, Tosaka. I had a really rough night, so I'm sorry if I'm late.
何してんだよこんなところで。
何って
お
散歩に決まってるじゃない。お昼なんだから昼食を取るのは当
I'm
然
just,
で
I'm
し
just taking a walk. Yeah, sure. This is a new expression from her. I don't know if it's me right now, but I feel like her face is kind of shifted, not the right way. Tosaka is acting too suspiciously. Oh wow, she's an angel in this one. Where's the demon? She's restless and doesn't even try to make eye contact with me.
そりゃ当然だ。じゃ、いい場所を探してくれ。
Alright, have a nice day. I'm going to the student council room.
俺
Bye.
は生徒会室で。
Yeah, I knew it. I raised my lunch to say goodbye and turned that way.
ちょっと待ちなさい。あんたわざとやってるでしょ。
Oh my god. She's like trying to hold up that persona, and Shirou just completely fucking forgot. I didn't think he'd actually say I'm going to the student council room. Huh? I turned back
ほ
around.
な、登坂。何があったか知らないが、そんなんじゃわからない。言いたいことがあ
Out
るな
with
ら
it.
はっきり言えよ。
Oh, she's blushing. She's blushing. It's like, you're gonna make me say it? Tosaka just stares at me, still unable to explain. Could this be?
昼飯代忘れたのか。弁当はやらないけど、サンドイッチ代ぐらいでいいんなら貸してやるぞ。
Come on. I can lend you some money if you want to get a sandwich. Come on. You already said you put on some weight on your shoulders. Oh, you gotta lose it, right?
んなわけないでしょこのアンポンタン。
Osaka basically screams. Goodbye, Persona. The hallway goes quiet at once. After a few seconds, everything resumes as if nothing happened. I see. They rejected reality to substitute their own. There's no way that Rin Tosaka, the beautiful idol of the second years, and a model student moreover, would raise her voice in the hallway and let alone say something like jackass. So what happened has just been ignored entirely and erased from memory. Lucky. I wish I could do the same for the past 4 days or so.
で、昼飯代じゃないんなら何なんだよ、登坂。
そのお昼ご飯なんでしょ。それだったらついてくる。生徒会室よりずっといい場所知ってるんだから。
Oh, Emiya's getting some! Tosaka says in a roundabout way while peering at me from time to time. Oh. So basically she wants to talk to me about that, to have a strategy meeting. Okay, I love how in all three, Shirou got some kind of physical pain. Wait, is this really that much better place, Tosaka?
寒い。
Oh, I was wondering why that one line didn't end the event yet. And then it was like the it's cold part. Alright, let's continue. The rooftop is mercilessly cold. It would be crowded with students enjoying the breeze during the summer, but it is as desolate as a shopping district on New Year's during the winter.
寒い。
It's cold, I say it one more time. Though it's an honest opinion, I'd really just like the person next to me to take the hint.
何よ。男の子でしょ。
I like the cold. My objection is shot down right away.
エミヤくん、こっち。ここなら風も来ないし、人目にもつかないわ。
Or what do we have to do to hide from people? Ooh, are we gonna do something? Ooh, no! She quickly moves to her destination and doesn't make any eye contact. I eat my lunch. She must have called me over since she had something to talk about, but she doesn't speak up at all. Even so, when I sneak a peek at her, she's looking at me as if she wants to say something. It's gonna be about Archer. It's like, oh, I'm sorry my servant almost killed you, but I didn't know he was gonna do that. I keep eating my lunch. There's nothing else I can do to keep my cool. At this point, I don't care that it's cold or quiet, just let me eat. It's just... This is making me anxious. Since the place where we can avoid the wind are limited, Tosaka's eating her bread right next to me. Oh my god, she's right next to me! We're so close that if I move my body even just a little, our shoulders will rub. Doesn't it look like we're eating, doesn't it look like we're eating lunch, like, together from the outside? I try my best to keep from blushing. Damn it! Why didn't it occur to me when she invited me in the hallway? It's only natural that I can't keep it together. Though she's my ally now, I've admired her for quite some time. Well, I can't say this to Tosaka since she'll just laugh it off, but man, I wish she happened to be more, I wish she happened to be more considerate to a case like that. My chopsticks hit the bottom of my lunchbox. Finished. All that's left is to clean up after myself. It seems that Tosaka finished a while ago, and she's watching me idly. Man, lunch break is gonna end in a few minutes. I guess I'll have to ask her what we'll do after school today.
なあ遠坂
Why did it take you so long to ask? I was eating lunch, so I have an excuse, but why you? We speak up simultaneously. Our eyes finally meet for the first time today.
いや別にない遠坂こそ
話があるなら先にどうぞ。
God damn it, this is the spiel. We're never gonna get anywhere. We talk at the exact same time, same moment again, and look away in embarrassment. Silence follows. The end of lunch break is nearing. I'm relieved and disappointed that we might have to go now. Then,
その昨日の夜はごめん。
oh, she knows. Osaka murmurs in an apologetic voice.
だから昨日のことあーちゃんにはレイジを使っといたからそうなんで今さら済まされないけど
Oh, use a command spell in Archer? My frivolous thoughts pause. What happened last night? Archer tried to kill me, and Tosaka said that she used a command spell on him.
遠坂それはつまり
ええ協力関係にある限り絶対にエミヤ君を襲うなってレイジュで命令した
Ah, okay.
だから今後は昨日みたいなことは起きないから
Sorry, the phrasing made it sound really weird. It's like I'm sorry, I used a command spell to tell him to kill you or to protect you. I was like, Okay, no, that was after the fact. She told him to not harm Shirou. Yeah, okay. That is a relief. It's a relief, but Tosaka using a command spell on something like that?
そうかけどそれは遠坂が謝ることじゃないだろうあれはあいつが勝手にやったことだ遠坂だってあいつが何をしていたのか知らないんだろ
うんけどだからって無関係じゃない昨日のことはあいつに自由行動させた私の責任よ
She looks down, dejected. This is really unlike her. It bothers me more than the fact that I got attacked by Archer.
分かった遠坂がそう言うんならそういうことにするけどよくアーチャーが話したな俺を襲ったことなんてあいつが遠坂に報告するとは思えない
Yeah, Archer seemed like he was scheming something like he was like, Tosaka won't do this, so I will.
そうねけど自分のサーバントが傷を負って帰ってきてしかも魔力が空っぽなら何かあったって思うでしょ
That is a good point. Masters do have, or most masters, do have control over their servants' mana, so it's like, why is he drained?
あいつ隠し事はするけど嘘はつかないから何をしてきたのか尋ねたらあっさり白状しやがったのよ
Well, like, unless Archer kills Shirou, which is gonna be hard now that he's in the protection of Saber, before, you know, Shirou meeting Tosaka at school, the cat's gonna come out of the bag regardless.
お調子が戻ってきたなよかったそうでなくちゃ遠坂じゃない
Yeah, you're not like you when you're hungry.
ちょっとそれどういう意味よ
いいからいいからそれでアーチャーは
家に置いてきたなんか昨日から様子がおかしいし昨日の今日でエミヤ君に合わせるのもあれでしょ
Yeah, that would be awkward. Oh crap, so this time she doesn't have her servant, so we don't have any servants on campus. Yeah, I don't want to see him either. It's obvious we would just end up insulting each other if we saw each other.
そっかけど遠坂あいつが俺を襲った理由は何だったんだ
それが敵は少ない方がいいエミヤ君はどうでもいいけどセイバーは後々厄介になるから今のうちに潰しておくべきだとかなんとか昨日みたいに簡単に他のマスターに操られると迷惑だからここで切り捨てた方がいいって判断したんだって
Well, we didn't get manipulated by Shinji, I think. Damn it, I can't object to that. I'm certainly burdensome falling into Caster's trap like that. I must have figured that out the moment I was caught in her spell.
納得いったそれじゃこの話はこれで終わりにしよう俺だって悪いところはあったしそもそもあいつがいなかったら今頃どうなってたかわからない
Let's let bygones be bygones.
あいこってことで帳消しじゃないか遠坂がそう気に病むことはないぞ
そう言ってくれると助かるけど
She looks away awkwardly. That strong sense of responsibility must be getting in the way of her agreeability.
ちょうどよくチャイムが鳴ったな
Lunch break is over. I didn't even taste anything because of the situation. I guess this wasn't bad at all.
中に戻ろう。5次元目、遅れるぞ。
I stand up and head to the door. But Tosaka is still sitting.
遠坂、チャイム鳴ったんだが。
She doesn't answer, but she looks at me as though she wants to say something.
少し付き合いなさいよ。一つぐらいサボっても平気でしょ。
Ooh. The words a model student would never dare to say. I mean, they keep calling her a model student, but she has already skipped class once. So like, yeah. Skipping class with Tosaka in the middle of the day though, that's gonna really start some rumors. The bell rings to indicate the start of 5th period. Yeah, what we are doing. Wait a second, did we skip Fuji's class? Drink coffee at a place like this? On a side note, I had to go and buy canned coffee real quick like.
授業開始まで5分あるでしょ。1階の購買からここまで5分もあれば十分じゃないかしら。
Okay, that is a tight squeeze, bro. So was the devilish request from Tosaka.
それで、エミヤくんはどうなの？
ああ、魔術を習い始めた頃か。確かそんなもんだよ。2年近く親父に無理を言って、ようやく教えてもらえたんだ。
Oh, we're getting into more details like this. I think I'm gonna stop soon. Like really soon.
エミヤくんのお父さんも随分と半端なことするのね。どうせ教えるんなら生まれた時から手を加えればよかったのに。8年前って言えばもう20成長期後でしょ。そんなに大きくなったら刻印を刻むこともできないし、体もいじれないじゃない。
Osaka says dangerous things. Well, I know this is part of her that's some age.
前にも言ったけど、親父は俺に魔術を教えるつもりはなかったんだ。だからそういう遠坂みたいにちゃんとした手順は踏まなかったんだよ。というか、生まれた時から手を加えるって何さ。
言葉通りの意味よ。歴史が古くなればなるほど、その家系の魔術刻印は大きくなる。魔術刻印は形になった魔術回路だから、ほんの少し体に刻むだけで人間の体が拒否反応を起こしてものすごく痛むのよ。で、それを少しでも和らげるために子供の頃から少しずつ移植していくってわけ。ついでに中身も無理が効くように苦い薬草やら怪しげな骨を砕いた粉とか飲み続けて体に耐性を作っておくの。
I feel like you probably saw this before, but I don't remember.
エミヤ君には関係のない話だからあんまり気にする必要はないわ。
言われなくてもそんな気はないよ。けど遠坂は大丈夫なのか。なんか聞くだけで痛々しいんだが。
I'm okay because I've already gone through it. I don't have to worry about it no more. I don't know how to explain it. I've never known a normal practitioner of magecraft, but when I went to Tosaka's house, I felt an inexplicable pressure. A family that passes along a long history. Children that have a duty to succeed since they were born, secluded from the normal world, completely disregarding anything they may want. I bite my lip, daring to imagine how painstaking and tiresome that must be.
そういう心配なんてしてるんだ。
なんだよ、その意味ありげな顔は。別に俺。
Not worried or anything, Baka.
心配なんてされる覚えはないもの。私は好きでやってきたんだから、そこに後悔なんてないしね。そのあたり、エミヤ君も同じなんじゃない？
なんでそこに俺が出てくるんだ？
Wait, the same? Tosaka and I?
まったく。本当に自分のことはわからないのね、あんたって。確かに私の修行は大変だったわ。けど逃げ出したいなんて思ったことはなかった。それはエミヤ君も同じでしょって言ったの。
それはそうだけど、俺は遠坂ほどきついことは要求されなかったし。
バカ言わないでよ。9年間まっとうに育っておいて、それから魔術を習うなんて正気じゃないわ。エミヤ君の日課がどんなものかは知らないけど、それよっぽど危険な鍛錬なはずよ。失敗したら命がないっていうぐらいギリギリのライン。
Well, that's not that wrong, actually.
いや、それは俺が未熟なだけであって、本来ならそういう危険なものじゃないんだ。遠坂と比べる。
そうね。私だってあなたと比べることはできないもの。
Respect.
魔術の鍛錬なんてね、結局はそういうものよ。唯一共通なのは命を計りにかけてるってこと。計りには個人差があるけど、要はその計りをどれほど傾けられるかでしょ。その点で言えば、あなたは私なんかよりずっと厳しい。
You know, that's a really interesting way of looking at it. Instead of saying, man, you suck, it's like, wow, you're still trying to go through like this even though you're already like at a point where it's going to be even more difficult for you. That's kind of respectful.
私、死ぬような鍛錬なんてしたことないもの。そもそも失敗することがないし。
I don't fail. Oh man. I don't know, man. Bold words considering you've been wrong so many times.
うわ、言い切ったな、今。
He casually dunks on me. Osaka basically said that she doesn't know what it feels like to fail, unlike the rest of us.
ほら、そこすねない。今の褒めたんだから。
テストでいつも100点取ってるやつに、今回はよくできましたなんて褒められても嬉しかないや。
Exactly what
今
happened.
回はなんて言ってないわよ。要するにね、確かに教えは厳しかったけど辛くはなかったってこと。だから逃げ出さなかったし、今もずっと続けている。それ、エミヤ君も同じでしょ？
Hard, but not painful. I do think that's like what I feel. I never felt that it was painful or hard. No, to be honest, I couldn't afford to think that. I just want to catch up to Kiritsugu. I'll become like Kiritsugu someday. I've kept training to become the hero of justice that Kiritsugu couldn't. Looking back, most of my memories are about the training I did in the shed. I've never regretted that. Perhaps it's because I believe that was the most important thing to do for myself.
そうか。言われてみればそうだな。俺もそれなりにやってきたってことか。
そういうこと。エミヤ君は独学でここまで来たんだから、もっと自信を持ちなさい。
Wow. That's just, I keep saying this, but that's actually really nice. Osaka says proudly, I'm a bit embarrassed. It's worse when she's happy about it, as if it's her own accomplishment.
さて、話がまとまったところで、少しは真面目な話をしよっか。
Oh, actually,
協力者と
allies?
して
Yes.
お互いの特技はしておかないとね。
特技？ああ、使える魔術のことか。そんなの今更だろ。遠坂は俺の魔術を知ってるじゃないか。
ええ、エミヤ君の魔術は強化だっけ？珍しいとまでは言わないけど、メインに据えてる魔術師はそう多くないじゃない？それが不思議だったのよ。あなた、どうして強化にこだわるわけ？
Because it's the only thing I know how to do.
いや、単にそれしか使えないんだよ。いろいろ試したけど、強化ぐらいしかできなかった。
The rest are basic things like making a blueprint and stuff. That's not something to be talking about now.
そう。私のところは転換かな。力の蓄積、流動、変化ってところ。そのあたりを基本にして有名どころの魔術は抑えてある。一回作りも教室ぐらいの広さなら形だけは整えられるわ。
I was a victim of the said bounded field. Conversion of power, that's the most basic and all-rounder type. In other words, she's saying that she can transfer magical energy into any vessel and transform it.
そっか。けど、遠坂、教えてくれるのは嬉しいけど、自分の魔術をばらしていいのかよ。
It's only fair.
私に教えてくれたでしょ。
な
のに私だけ隠してるのは。
It's only fair. Osaka says and puts out her left hand.
この前見せたけど、これが私の魔術刻印。遠坂の家に伝わるのは転換の技法でね。自分でも他人でもともかく力を移し替えたりするのが得意なん
て。She's very good at mana transferring.
普通魔力っていうのは体外に出すと消えるでしょ。魔力だけで神秘は起こせない。外に出して魔力が消えてしまう前に魔力によって魔術っていう式を発動させる。だから魔術にしていない純粋な魔力は移し替えるのが難しいんだけど。
She stops there and takes out a small stone out of her pocket. Is it a gem? The transparent polyhedron reminds me of a kaleidoscope.
例外として 私は他のものに自分の魔力を蓄積できる。いいえ、自分の魔力だけじゃなくて他の術者の魔力だって保存できるし、難しいけど移し替えられるのは魔力だけじゃないわ。で、その保存場所に一番相性がいいのが宝石なの。宝石が想念をためやすい場、流れをとどめる牢獄ってことは知ってるでしょ。加えてずっと地中で眠っていた鉱石には強い自然霊が宿っている。そういった宝石や魔力を込めるだけで簡易的な魔術極意になるのよ。まあ宝石である以上、一度でも込められた魔力を解放すれば壊れちゃうんだけど。
This is a very expensive hobby. Osaka shrugs and puts the gem away.
なんだ、もったいない話だな。一度使ったら壊れるってなくなるってことだろ。宝石なんて高いもの、その度に補充するのか。
そうなのよ。おかげでうちは年中金欠でさ。
I'm so broke.
遠坂の魔術師は後継ぎになったらまずお金を稼ぐところから。
そうか、問題ってのは人それぞれなんだな、遠坂。
I never really would imagine her as a broke person. She looks away as if she said too much. Yeah, she's like, yeah, my family has to put up airs. That's why you didn't know until now. But oh crap, the secret's out. I think this every time, but Tosaka's actually really awkward deep down. He's really awkward. All right, 5th period is about to end, and that's where I'm gonna end too. Flowchart, bounded field activation. I see. So I guess we are gonna do the Blood Fort Andromeda stuff. Oh, randomly naked saber. Okay. Blood Fort Andromeda was activated. In the other route, it was activated 2 days later, but I guess maybe we'll activate it this day. I guess it is a little bit earlier, but I guess we did team up earlier and we did do some work on the seals earlier too. So, yeah, I don't know, but things are definitely different from the Fate route now, so I'm pretty happy. And honestly, I did not really remember the encounter between, well, encounter with Caster, and that was actually pretty cool. Especially seeing Archer fight. Archer is actually pretty cool, despite the fact that he's a very different servant than Saber. But tomorrow we'll continue with this day and probably fight Ryder again, just like last time where we had to fight her through multiple days. But we'll do that next time. Until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!